No! God, please, no!
Sup guys, it's Turtle. Today, I'm going to break down the problems that I personally have with the fat pride or body positivity movement. Now, I want to preface a couple of things before I get into the main points. There are many different body types and shapes that are healthy. There are people who are naturally petite and people who are naturally curvy. These people are not the subject of this video. I'm talking about people who are severely overweight and demand that society treat them a specific way. Do I think everyone deserves to feel happy and secure in their body? Yes. Do I think that someone should be treated any worse than someone else because of their weight? Absolutely not. But I feel, as with many social justice movements, that a level of personal responsibility needs to be taken. And to really get my point across, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit more about myself. I won't go into the specific nitty-gritty of my medical issues in the video, but feel free to ask me a question in the comments below if you do want to have any more info. I'll be happy to answer just about anything. So, I've been dealing with severe intestinal problems for over 2 years. As a result, I've gained 20 kgs or 44 pounds over this time. At my worst, I was 86 kgs while being 170 centimeters tall, which put me at 29.75 on the BMI scale, 0.25 away from being clinically obese. I tried countless times to get my diet under control, but whenever I did, my symptoms only got worse. This caused me a great deal of grief and led me back into my old eating habits, which helped my symptoms but caused me to gain weight again. Recently, I finally went to a gastroenterologist who diagnosed me with irritable bowel syndrome, or IBS. For the past 2 years, I've had an actual medical reason for gaining weight, and now that I have a diagnosis, do you know what I'm doing? I'm working with a dietitian and doing everything that I can to lose the weight because I want my health back. And when I was overweight, did I demand that people cater to me? No, and this is what frustrates me about the fat pride movement in general. I am well aware that there are people like me who have a medical reason which caused them to gain weight, and I will elaborate on this point later. However, the majority of these people, usually women, can easily lose weight if they just put the effort in, but they choose not to. As little as a few months ago, I didn't have a choice surrounding my weight and my health. But so many women have the choice as far as their health is concerned, and yet choose to remain obese and embrace their unhealthy lifestyle, which causes a variety of problems, not only for them, but everyone around them. I'm not going to go into detail surrounding the health implications of becoming and remaining obese, as they have been cited time and time again. We know that having too much fat on your body will lead you to an early grave for numerous reasons. Obviously, being a few kgs overweight for your build won't significantly impact your health, but if you are obese or worse, then there are very strong indications that you will have a lot of serious health problems. The fat pride movement keeps trying to claim that they are discriminated against in healthcare, but when a doctor, someone who has taken an oath to help you be the healthiest person you can be, sees you come into the office for a sore shoulder, while also looking like your knees are about to give out from carrying your body weight for the past 20 years, they're going to ask you about it, and I don't feel that that's unreasonable. Sure, your weight may not be causing you problems now, but a smoker might not show signs of lung cancer until it's too late either. When you go to a medical professional, they're going to make you aware of the risks you'll be predisposed to. They would do the same thing with someone whose skin and bones looking like their heart could give out any second. They're looking out for your health and well-being because that's what they are obligated to do. And unfortunately, this isn't just one of those things that just affects the individual, as many would like to claim. In 2005, the annual cost of treating obesity and obesity-related conditions in the US was $190 billion. The current annual cost is between $147 and $210 billion a year. And due to health problems and other related factors, obese workers cost employees $506 per year per employee. And who does this affect? The average taxpayer and business owner who is paying for it all. You can live your life however you want, that is your business. But when your actions begin to affect those around you, that's when I have a problem.
But it's my body and it's about loving myself.
Tell that to the paramedic team who has to order in a special stretcher and hospital bed for you when you fall down one day and can't get up. And I know I can already hear people saying, I have a thyroid condition, I have Cushing's. Again, I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking about the Tess Hollidays, the Velvet D'Amours, the Kelly Jean Drinkwaters that are incredibly overweight and say people have no right to criticize them and their lifestyle, especially when they're public figures. That being said, and I may get some flack for this, I still believe no medical condition can directly cause someone to be morbidly obese. Overweight, sure, maybe even bordering on obese, especially if your condition is undiagnosed like mine was. But I truly don't believe that there is any reason, medical or otherwise, to be incredibly obese. This is obviously with the exception of severe eating disorders, but I'm kind of putting that in its own separate category as it is a psychological problem rather than medical and requires very different management. But again, no matter the hand that you've been given, there is always something you can do to be the healthiest person you can be. Yes, there are naturally thin people, but they are in no way the majority. Any adult with a normal functioning metabolism, especially women, have to put a lot of work in to get and stay fit and healthy. I'm sorry, but the idea of skinny privilege is bullshit. For 90% of the population, being skinny is not a privilege. They, more than likely, are getting their butt up at 6 AM every morning to go sweat themselves into another dimension. Celebrities, models, athletes, they don't get bestowed with being thin and toned. They spend years working for and maintaining it. And this is where I feel the personal responsibility needs to be taken. There were many times when I was struggling with my IBS where I just wanted to say, fuck it, I'm just gonna be fat for the rest of my life. I could have even made that decision when I got told the diagnosis. But no matter what your circumstances, there is always something you can do to be as healthy as you can be. Can't afford the gym? Go for jogs and do home workouts. Don't have the time? Allocate just 10 to 15 minutes each night before bed to do some form of exercise. Can't afford healthy food? Reduce your portion sizes and stop buying takeouts. There are so many things you can do in order to be healthy. It's not hard to do. But the stated excuses are just that. Excuses. Medical conditions may make it more difficult, yes, but no matter what, if you're putting the work in, your body will love you for it. In all honesty, the only sort of fat pride that I respect is when someone who is incredibly overweight says they are fully aware they are putting their body at risk. They know they are unhealthy, but they still choose to do it and they like their body regardless. Though I still disagree with it, to those people I say more power to you. However, the fat pride movement is generally filled with people who disregard medical science and the economical strain they're contributing to, claim they are oppressed because they don't have the willpower to take control of their health, and demand that people find them beautiful. So, on one final note, I will say that there are a few points which I agree with the fat pride movement. Shocking, I know. I will agree that it would be nice to have a greater diversity in mainstream models. And I don't just mean size-wise. I mean short girls, girls with different body shapes, different ethnicities, short hair, girls from the itty-bitty titty community, and yes, thick girls. And personally, I think we're making a lot of headway in this general department. Take Ashley Graham for example. She's a thick girl, that's her natural body shape and she absolutely rocks it. No one is bashing her for being unhealthy, I can tell you that. Tess Holliday, on the other hand, is a big bridge too far. I think so long as the model is promoting a healthy lifestyle, that is, neither eating too much or too little, modeling agencies could definitely widen the range of girls that they employ. And with that, I think I'll end the video here. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I'm only an itty bitty channel at the moment, so any support is really appreciated. And be sure to check out my other social media, which will be listed in the description. Also, let me know what you guys think about the Fat Pride movement, or any social justice movement for that matter, down in the comments. Well, I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya!